Lynn here, along with Crystal, Gayle, and Miss Peggy Sue. Well, what have I gotten myself into? Now, let's take it one more time. The problem is, your fingernail polish does not match your lipstick.
No,
mine does.
So, Crystal, hold yours over here and get your lips over there close.
I think that's pretty good.
So that's what we're going to do before we get on stage, right?
Yeah, and my shoes matches her dress.
I think I'm going to take the shoes.
So we may change them, too. You know what sisters do.
Yeah, we are thrilled to have you three on the Opry tonight singing as a trio. Now, it's not the first time it's happened, but it's the first time on the Opry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crystal, who came up with this idea?
Of the Opry?
Well, to do as a trio.
Well, you know, well, basically, we just wanted to get together. That's the only way to get together. Let's sing.
I called and I said, Crystal, how would you like to do the opera? She said, well, I kind of think that'd be fine. I said, well, let's do it.
And that was it, huh?
That was it.
Yeah.
Peggy Sue, y'all have done some TV specials together, right?
Uh-huh.
And also have worked at Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, Reno, all over.
So we're not a guinea pig tonight. I mean, you've done this before, right?
No, you're
Yeah,
a
but
guinea
this
pig.
is...
I haven't sung now in a couple of months, so you're a guinea pig.
Yeah.
So when you get together, Loretta, what do y'all sing? Do you sing basically
You wouldn't
tradition
believe some of
songs?
the stuff we sing. We don't sing our own stuff usually because we get so tired of our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we like to sing other people's stuff. And I'd do it every night if I could get by with it. But, you know, when you walk out on stage, everybody wants to hear, don't come home a drinking. You ain't woman enough to take my man.
I want to hear him.
Now, when you do it on stage, like, Crystal, do you go out and do some of your songs? And Peggy Sue does some of hers? Loretta, how does that work?
And when we're working concerts, yes, I go out and do my segment. And well, actually, Loretta will be the last to go on, and she does her segment, and then we join together.
Mm-hmm. Now, Peggy Sue, you were working with Crystal some dates before the trio ever got together, right?
Oh, I still work with her.
Uh-huh.
I still travel the road, do harmony, and
Can't keep her.
go out and sing a few songs.
Now, there's another singing Webb sibling, Jay Lee Webb.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
Jay Lee still sing?
Jay Lee still sings, and he does travel some now.
Yes, he does.
And to me, of course, he's my brother, and I'm prejudiced, but I think Jay Lee's a great little singer.
Well, can't
And
you
he-
work him into the trio somehow?
Well, if he acts right, we might. but you know, Jay Lee was on MCA for a long time. He had about 3 or 4 hits for him. It was great. For Decca.
The Webb family, did you ever sing together as a family just for the fun of it? I mean, is this something
yeah.
that's been handed down through the years?
We sang together. Yeah.
Gospel songs, sitting around the piano?
Not
that
a
sort
whole
of
lot
thing?
because, see, I got married and left home.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm getting out of here. This whole bunch is crazy.
So you
I'm just
you
kidding.
had your own whole bunch.
Yes. And they're all crazy. And they're all crazy. No, I was just kidding. No, I did get married and I left. And right after I left, Crystal was born.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, I moved to the state of Washington, and I lived there 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
So when I come back, why, everybody was singing, and we just all started singing.
Yeah.
I took them all on the road with me and made them sing.
Just said, get out there and do it, huh?
You bet.
Sing like
Crystal
you
gets
mean.
so nervous, she'd be standing backstage doing like this, you know, oh, I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
I remember one show I came on that you were doing, and it was in this big old barn-type building. And I went up to sing, and there was this board, and I stepped on that board and thinking.
Oh, no.
And I think when I exited, it did the same thing. I think in the back.
Because you're nervous when you go on, you're not thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, you just still hit the board.
And Peggy, she sang harmony with me for years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Jay Lee was with me almost 10 years.
Yeah. Crystal, I understand you have a new album coming out. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm back with the Alan Reynolds. We hadn't worked together for about 7 years, and it's been great.
Well, I know he produced one song in particular, Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue. That
Oh,
was
yeah. Well, he did
rather
all my
successful.
earlier songs, like
Did
When
all
I
your
Dream,
best
Talking
ones.
in Your Sleep,
Yeah.
Half the Way. A lot of songs. He's just a fantastic producer, as well as person. And,
When can we look for that?
The single's going to come out in April, and then the album will come out probably a month after that.
Now, what about an album for the trio? Are y'all going to do any recording?
We're getting it together.
Getting it together.
That's right.
Well, that'll be
You'll
good.
know when we do it.
We'll be the first.
Make it play.
Yes, we've already had a lot of stuff done, but there's been a little bit of sickness around in the family. And so we've been, we lost his mother and a lot of things. So we've been kind of It's been rough this winter
Yeah.
as far as getting together for us.
Well, I know we have talked a couple of times, you and I, and you've been talking about this project for a long time. She's
2
really
years,
been, I don't know whether she's been talking to y'all, but she's been talking to me about doing this project for
Oh,
some
she
time.
got mad at me. She says, now, if we're going to do it, let's do it. Let's quit talking about it.
Well, that was going to be my next question. I know that y'all are sisters, and sisters, like brothers, tend to, I mean, you say things to a brother or sister you wouldn't say to anybody else. Is there ever any friction goes on here?
Not a lot, but I would say that, you know, I would say things to them that if anybody else said
You'd whip
that well, I'd be right on them. But, you know, they do me the same way, but we don't pay that much attention to each other because we are sisters.
Crystal, Loretta actually gave you your name, didn't she?
Yes.
Didn't she help you?
I didn't really
Pick that
care
up.
what I was called at that time because I was going to record and
At
to
that
sing,
time, she
yeah.
just really didn't care. She was in love.
I was in love.
In love?
I'm in love.
I'm in love.
Well, how did the name come about?
Well, there's several little stories.
Set us straight right now. I've heard
I like
different
them all.
versions.
Okay, now here's the way it really did happen. We were in, my bus was in the shop, and we were in a couple of vans, wasn't we?
I think so.
And we were riding in the back seat, and I'd been thinking, what in the world am I going to give, because it had Brenda Lee on Decca. And I knew that I had to come up with a star name. And I knew Crystal was a star. I knew that Crystal sang, I knew she was a star if we just got her going. And I thought, I've got to give her the star name. So about that time, I looked out, and there was a Christopher. I looked over, and I said, hello, Crystal Gayle.
Is that right? And that's the...
But I don't even know if she
Crystal.
remembers it.
No, I do.
you
The
remember
hamburger, yeah, that's where you got, you knew the name, but that's where she got the idea from Crystal.
So Gayle Webb became Crystal Gayle.
And she thought it was because of Crystal being a bright and shiny name. She thought that's what it should be.
That's a beautiful star name.
Didn't have anything to do with the fact that they're a little bit on the smelly side.
No
The
way,
hamburger
no way.
Listen, I think Crystal is something that is the shiny, bright star to me, and that's what I thought, you know.
Well, it's obvious there's a lot of love here and a lot of talent here, and we look forward to seeing all three of you on stage in just a little while. This is going to be a real treat. Joining these ladies tonight will be a popular pair of bluegrass brothers, and we'll catch up with Bobby and Sonny Osborne right after these messages.